Good morning, students. We are in the second part of connective tissue. In the first part of the connective tissue, we have discussed about the connective tissue proper, and the second important category of the connective tissue is skeletal connective tissue, in which there are two tissues, number one cartilage and number two bone. These two tissues are related with the framework of the body, and both of them different in their characteristic features, in this sense that it is a compact but flexible, it is rigid, hard and non-flexible. There are presence of matrix in both, as you well know that in each and every type of connective tissue there are matrix present, and in the matrix the cells of the tissue embedded are scattered. Here the cartilage, it is a specialized connective tissue which is compact, firm but flexible. It forms the supporting framework of the body. Its structure, it is composed of extensive matrix into which cartilaginous cells called chondrocytes. This is the name of the cell which composed this tissue. Chondrocytes are embedded in the matrix. The matrix is made up of proteins and sugars. The cells are located in the cavities called lacunae. Here it is the one special features. The cell is located in a cavity, in a separate cavity, that is known as lacunae. It is also present in case of the bone. Occurrence, it occurs in the nose, ear, trachea and larynx. Here in the nose part, this nostril separated by a partition. That partition is made up of cartilaginous. Just like that, ear is also made up of that, and trachea, that is the respiratory tract in our body or in the body of the other animals, where the cartilaginous tissue, due to the presence of the cartilaginous tissue, the respiratory tube do not collapse. Here it provides function, it provides flexibility of the body parts and prevents damage from mechanical stresses. It smoothens bone surfaces at joints. So this is the short description of cartilage. May you look the diagram and see clearly the cavities which is known as the lacunae and the other parts. Diagram of cartilaginous tissue. Here the chondrocytes, which are the cells of this tissue, the matrix where the cells are embedded, and the cell are enclosed within a cavity, that is the lacunae. Here this show a special type of hyaline matrix with little fibers present in this type of matrix, hyaline matrix, and this chondrocytes cells are also in this picture you are looking. Understand? So this one is the description of the skeletal. Now we move towards the bone, another skeletal tissue. It is the second important skeletal connective tissue, that is the bone. It is hard, rigid and non-flexible. It forms the framework that supports the body. In the structure of the bone, you may see something special besides the lacunae, that is a cavity, and also there are presence of fine canals, that is the canaliculi. May you see here the bone cells are osteocytes. The name of the cell is here osteocytes, and are embedded in hard matrix composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. Each bone cell is enclosed in a small cavity called lacunae. All lacunae present in the bone communicate with each other with the help of canaliculi, which is a network of fine canals. This is the special features of this structure. The bone cells of each lacunae receive food and oxygen through this canal, through these canals, and also eliminate waste materials through them. The another characteristic features, the characteristic feature of mammalian bone is presence of Haversian system. The Haversian system consists of a central Haversian canal containing blood vessels and nerve fibers. So this is the structure of the bone, where you have here, may you see that osteocytes are the cells. The matrix are made up of by the it is a hard matrix composed of calcium and phosphorus, and each bone cell is enclosed within the lacunae, like that of the cartilage, and all lacunae communicate with each other by the presence of the fine network of the canals, that is known as canaliculi, and the bone cell of each lacunae receive food and oxygen. Why this canal is there? For the transportation of the bone cells of each lacunae receive food and oxygen through these canals, and also the waste materials eliminated by this canal system, by the presence of this canal. The another characteristic features of the mammalian bone is the presence of the Haversian system. The system consists of a central Haversian canal containing blood vessels and nerve fibers. So these are the structures for the cartilage and bone which you have seen here, and these two tissues are the skeletal connective tissue. It as regard to their functions, we may tell that they can make the framework of the body, and also protect the internal organs of the body, and they are the reservoir of some minerals, and they have the several other functions which may be summarized here for your Here is the diagram of bone and bone tissue and the several functions, important functions. First, we may look about the functions. It is a hard and compact tissue and forms the rigid endoskeleton of vertebrates. Number 2, it forms the framework that supports the body and protects the internal organs. Number 3, long bones help in locomotion. Number 4, this provides surface for the attachment of muscles, and number 5, bones are reservoir of calcium and phosphorus. And here in this diagram, Haversian canal containing blood vessels and nerves showing, and here in this diagram, finer canals system and the osteocytes. These are the osteocytes cells are showing here in this diagram. So this is the descriptions of bones, and before this we have studied about the cartilage. Now in this way our skeletal connective tissue completed.